when you have a great mustache, you're going for something. I don't know what you're going for, but Shawn Olmstead has reverted back to the 2014 version of himself, and he's got a post-Christmas holiday mustache. Shawn, I'm really impressed by it. I like it. What is the message you're sending with this?
There is no message. Look, I openly admit that over the course of a couple weeks off, a week off at home, my wife had a surgery, so I was full dad mode. My wife was in bed, laid up, and I didn't even have a chance to think about shaving for that week. Then we came back a week before classes started with the guys. Again, I was kind of in full coach mode, going. So I'm open about it, openly admit that, hey, Sunday night, we're back, campus, everyone's here, we're excited, and I've always enjoyed it. I enjoy it. And so it's literally kind of how it happened, years and years ago with the women's team. It was over a break. I was coming down here to the NCAA show, and I was like, this will be kind of funny, and did that, and from there it just went. So
then is it sticking around then? Are you going to trim it
right now? I got to trim it. I got to figure it out. I need some you see these things like the beard care, the mustache. I got to figure out that groove because I think it'll make it a little smoother. Yeah. Sometimes it gets a little irritating when, I'm taking a swig of a Diet Coke or something. It gets a little itchy and I'm, thinking there's a fly going up my nose, but it's
it's your face.
Yeah, it's my face. And then I get some food and different things. So we'll see.
Well, we're excited that you're here because that means the season is upon us.
Yeah.
At Penn State this week.
Yeah.
Obviously, a new look group. Like if this was a band, it'd be Gardini and the boys, right? Yeah. Mitchell Worthington's back, the two starters. A lot of firepower lost, but a lot of young talent in this group. So tell us about the 22 BYU men's volleyball team.
Let me just tell you why I brought a ball, though.
I just assume you always want to play volleyball.
No, well, I do. I do.
Just in case a game breaks out.
Yeah. No. And I'll be quick. But my second family back home, the Goodfield family, he watches everything you guys produce, everything you guys do, and literally comments, he knows by first name, and he's like, the vibe, the energy, the production. And so every time I see him, he just wants to talk about that, and he loves talking that. And so I saw him about 3 weeks ago, went over to their house. I give Lou a big hug, and his first comment is, Shawn, what are we going to do without Gabby? What are we going to do this year? But anyways, he said, I love your interviews. You do a great job. They do a great job. But they just need a volleyball. When you're on, they need a volleyball.
Well,
there is one down there. There is one down there.
You want up here.
But, Lou wants it up here.
You want a little more prominent.
So we got to put the ball right now. This is a sign from our team last year. One of the best teams we've had here at BYU.
You do realize Jerem's going to take that to his office right after the show.
That's okay. This is for Lou. Lou requested that. And so, Lou, love you guys. Got your back. Hey. And there we go. So
you know what? Just if you want your thing placed here, you just bring it in and we'll set it in. That's how it works. No, that's awesome.
Yes,
that's great.
But I want you guys to have it too.
Thank you.
That's
that. Really
there's only a handful of those, and
I know.
And you guys mean that to us. So
thank you.
I do appreciate what you guys do, and I love it. So let's get back. We're playing, and that's what's exciting. As everything going around, I'm just catching up. I mean, did basketball cancel another one?
Men's hoops is good, but Gonzaga San Francisco delayed this week.
Okay.
It's the first WCC game this week.
Yeah, and we're seeing that with men's volleyball too. We're actually seeing a handful of schools that have backed out in this weekend. We're full go. We're leaving tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning, heading off to Penn State. It's a match we wanted to play. They're going to, obviously, I said it to you, they're going to be a top 5 team. They are.
They're legit.
They're really, really good. And so this group needs that. And it's exciting. It's easy for, the viewers as they look at our roster and look at our team, man, who's going to do this and who's going to do that? I tell you what, I promise you, there's just an excitement that comes with coaching, with our job, that is a new opportunity for these young guys, and that's what we're going to get to see. And they're going to take their lumps. We're going to have to navigate things a little differently than we've had to in years past. We can't deny that over the last couple of years, we had a solid core, a solid group, and we kind of knew what we had, and we built from there. Does that make sense? And so now, there is a lot of unknowns, but I couldn't be more excited about this season to just be able to, those guys that have that opportunity, and we get to see them grow.
Okay, so you mentioned the unknowns and the youth.
Yeah.
What do you think you have? Like, what's the early thoughts? Like, I can see this team doing X, Y, and Z. What do you think of it right now?
I can see this team really building off these January, February, March, and getting themselves to a very, very competitive position into April. Are we a team that can go compete for a national championship? Shoot, I don't know. You see the 14 Peaks documentary over Christmas called "Nothing Is Impossible." If you haven't, go watch it. And we showed that to the guys. But you got to, realistically, we've got a team that I think can gel and can grow, and they've shown that they'll do that. And so I do think we're going to have a team that's going to be definitely more competitive as the season goes. Now that sounds cliche, I get it. But that's the reality. They need some things, they need a little experience. They need a little mud on their boots. They need to scuff them up a little bit, and they're going to have to grow through that.
It starts with setter.
Yes.
So what's that competition like? Because I know you have 3 guys that are competing for that spot.
Zio Meyer, great athlete, a really, really strong volleyball player. I mean, that's a kid who you have to pull away from the gym. And we've had to do that. Coach, can I do this? Can I do that? Hey, Zio, stay here, stay in this lane. We promise you. And he's learning that, and he's growing through doing that. But he just loves to play, comes from a family of volleyball players. And so we've got Zio, and then we've got Bartek. He's from Poland. He was at Barton University, where he didn't get to set as much, because that was their needs. So those guys are mainly right now, they're the guys battling right now. And, we're still in a position where we're evaluating both those guys and seeing how the rest of our core group plays with those guys and the dynamics there, and doing a lot of stuff that we used to do when I played with Carl. We had Hector and Chris Pitzak, and we would play the other 6 guys around them, with libero included, and flip those guys and play the same drill again. And we're doing a lot of that right now to kind of see who's going to get on the floor. But we're going to see both those guys, because we're going to need to. We're going to need to learn about those guys in match situations.
Okay, I had a question. It may sound like an odd question to be asking you because you guys are staying in the MPSF.
Yeah.
But with all of the hype around going to the Big 12, what changes for you? What advantages are there with the athletic department being in the Big 12, even though men's volleyball is not going to be participating in because they don't offer that in the Big 12? What is that dynamic like to not be a part of it, but what advantages are there to having the athletic department in it for volleyball?
Yeah, no. For sure, there's a lot of advantages. We've seen that. We've seen that immediately with football, with basketball. I'm not allowed to specifically name some recruits that I know specifically in other sports. I think you guys can put 2 and 2 together that weren't super, super high on BYU once they went into that big conference. In my discussions with people around them, very close to them, that immediately flipped. And we can talk about that off air. But there's definitely in terms of the resources, the excitement, the exposure, that's big time. And but it was a little different. It was like this party, this excitement. And our guys, in a way, were kind of like, yeah, let's go. And I'm just being honest. It wasn't like they were going to jump in the parade down Main Street and go, Big 12, baby, because they were like, all right, this is great. And they support their fellow student athletes. But it was also, we had to kind of talk with them and explain to them, the value here, the importance here. But again, it's just me being totally honest. And the meeting that we had where the coaches only with Tom, when we got the announcement, it was total excitement, myself included. But, but men's volleyball staying in the MPSF, which I get it. Unfortunately, that's just men's volleyball, and I'm okay with that. I'm not one to sit and go, hey, it's got to be this way. We got to join the masses here. Hey, we're men's volleyball. We've got this cool little group, kind of this cool little club that we love. We love the conference we're in. We get to play against P5 schools, almost every weekend. So it's good. It's great. What a great opportunity for BYU. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it, man. We're seeing it everywhere.
There's been this boost.
100%. 100%.
Awesome. And hey, in this process, you got free T-shirts.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I got that box. Swag. No. 100%.
Well, we're excited to be at Penn State this weekend, and then you have a bye, and then home matches against UC Irvine on the 21st and 22nd. Get your tickets now, and, of course, every home match on BYU TV or the app.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun season, and I think we have 12 or 14 home matches.
Yeah, we have, I think, 14 and 10 on the road. So we've got this road trip right now, and then we're here for a long time. So
UCLA to finish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
And they're a
already
good team.
looking forward to that.
They're
Yep.
a good team. But
It's going to be fun.
Hey, I always want to tell you guys just what a great job you guys do.
Oh,
honestly.
thank you. You're very nice.
Just for our sport, the athletic department, I know you guys get a lot, but it's big time what you guys do, and everyone tells me that they love it. And
we
me
appreciate
sitting here
it.
on the sidelines, I'm laughing my head off. It's great. You guys
Thank
do a great job.
Steve
You
Vale.
guys also make it very easy, too.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, when I come in with a mustache, I
Yeah.
did your job. I took your segment. You're welcome. You know?
Listen, if you lost every game, maybe people don't feel the same way.
Yes, that's
being
true.
good combined with exposure.
Yeah, you
is
guys are
awesome.
awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Steve Vale's happy up in Logan right
Props
now.
to Steve.